everybody, it's Christine, Clara, and Dean, and we're doing cinnamon buns today. Okay, so to get started, we have 1 cup of warm milk, and we're going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast to it. So we've been really digging this recipe lately. We've made it quite a few times, and we love it. So we're going to show you how to make it so you can make it at home. So you add the yeast to the milk, and then you just let it sit there for about 5 minutes, and you let the yeast do its magic and get foamed up. So while we're waiting for it, we can add some things here into our KitchenAid mixer. So we have 1/2 cup of sugar. Let's add that in. If you don't have a mixer at home, you can do this by hand. It works as well. 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of butter, a little bit of salt. That's 1 teaspoon of salt. 2 eggs. So now we're going to switch to our dough hook, and we're going to add in the flour. We let the dough hook do its magic and bring this into a nice dough. Add the yeast and the milk mixture. And you can just add the whole thing right in there. Alright, so this dough is very sticky, so we're going to lay it out on the counter here. Put a little bit of flour down. Let's take out the dough and lay it down here on the counter. Let's add a little bit more flour to it to make it so that we can work with it a little bit. And things get a little messy around here. It's okay. Alright.
You always wash your hands.
You can always wash your hands.
Never would.
So here's some oil. And you put this into a nice warm spot to allow it to rise a little bit faster. Alright. Okay, so that should double in size in about an hour's time. So let's cover this with some plastic wrap and go find something else to do for a little bit.
Hi everybody, the DoubleC cooking show.
Yeah, we're back. About an hour has passed, and look at our dough. Hey, doesn't that look good? It's about doubled in size. It's nice and big and fluffy.
And sticky.
Still sticky.
You make the filling now, Mommy.
Okay, let's make the filling for the cinnamon bun. So we'll put that aside, and we have 1/3 cup of butter. Could you put it in there for me? Okay, we have 3 generous tablespoons of cinnamon.
Need cinnamon to make it.
It's an important ingredient.
Where am I putting it? Go tatters.
And what's this?
Sugar, yum.
1 cup of brown sugar. Now we're going to roll out the dough. So let's take a little bit of flour and put it down on our clean countertop. There, can you roll that for me?
Sticky, wicky.
Okay, if it's a little sticky, just add some flour on top. And to your rolling pin.
Why?
Because it makes it so it doesn't stick so much.
Watch out for.
Alright, so we want to roll this into a nice rectangle shape. And it needs to be fairly thin so that when we roll it up, we get a nice consistency between the sugar mixture and the dough mixture.
Yeah. Really, this perfect.
And now we want to add our cinnamon brown sugar mixture to the middle, just like spreading sauce on a pizza.
And when Dad is showing me here.
Are we ready to rock and roll?
I will sit with you.
Alright, so how about we start over at this end
Yeah.
and we do it as tight as we can.
That's
Okay,
it.
just on the one side. Okay, not both sides. You help me along here. Roll it.
Feels nice and shaped it. Need one more push.
One more push.
Then we have a nice bowl to cut it.
Okay, and then just pat it in the ends. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
And Mom, I used it with my knife.
And we karate chop it into pieces.
Yeah.
I'm going to oil this pan
And I'll stick.
so it doesn't stick. A little bit of oil there.
Put oil there.
Now, this part is kind of fun. It can also be a little bit tricky. But here's a little trick. We use dental floss to cut it. So let's take a piece.
And then I can.
One piece for you, one piece for me. And you put it underneath the dough, like this. And then you crisscross, and you've got a nice, fun, it's got a smooth edge to it.
Mom, what's that?
Yep, there you got it. So cut them into pieces. You can make big ones or small ones,
What? So that way you're making small ones.
whatever you like.
Mom, it's not working for me.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. If you like, I could do this part, and you could put the pieces in the
Okay.
pan.
That's a good plan. And I can find the key.
Okay, but just don't use that floss again on the cinnamon buns after you floss your teeth.
Wait, put one in.
Okay, here we go. You see that nice swirl in there?
Yep. These peasy tall wheat.
So we're back after half an hour. Our cinnamon buns have risen a little bit. And we're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. You really need to check them. It depends on how big or small your cinnamon buns are until they're ready. You just want to make sure they're cooked all the way through. And then what will we do?
Yummy, yummy,
Okay, we're back and we've cooked our cinnamon buns.
And delicious.
And they look so good. They smell cinnamony.
And yummy.
Yummy. We're almost ready to eat them, but we have to do the best part.
Put yummy
Put on the icing. We have half a cup of cream cheese, half a cup of butter, and we just put it right in the bowl.
And scoop it right in.
And we're going to turn this on and mix it up. Okay, and we have 2 cups of icing sugar. So let's add that in slowly. And we'll add a dash of vanilla.
What dash is
A dash means just a tiny little bit.
it? Great.
Okay.
Next.
So the last thing we have to do
It's yummy
is taste it.
You already meant to taste it on. I got good.
That is so good. So that's another episode of the DoubleC Cooking Show. If you like this recipe, then please subscribe to our channel. Check out the recipe below. See you next time. Bye!